from a background of investment banking. Been taking private companies public for 17 years of my life. Serial entrepreneur. I haven't had a job since I was 16. So I don't know what it's like to get a paycheck. I did that for like 2 weeks. I worked for Guard Brothers, and I was a ski racer, and so they had me work a ski sale. A good friend of mine was the GM at Guards. And after the 2-week period, I looked at it and I went, I just worked 2 weeks. I made less money than I would have made in a day mowing lawns or moving snow. And those were the businesses that I had back then, because that's what you can do when you're 16 years old. But all of our friends worked for my partner and I in high school. I've always had partners. So I've always had partners in business that are hardworking people. And I just believe in that. I believe in sharing. I believe in partnership. And as a result, looked at that paycheck and went, I'm making that guy money. I don't need to be an employee ever again in my life. And carried that philosophy through college. Started right out of college with a company that was in the mining business that my father, as an investment banker, had taken public. And ended up starting as a grunt, lowly, just a worker, an employee there. And within 3 months, I was going, okay, I'm running the company now. We're raising money, not taking a salary. Never done that in my life since that very first day. And loved the investment banking side of that business. So when that opportunity ended, which took about a year and a half, we bought a couple of mining companies, eventually sold that company off. I look back at the year and a half and I enjoyed the investment banking side a heck of a lot more than I enjoyed the actual operations of the company. So went down that path and spent basically the last, as I mentioned, 17 years taking private companies public all over the world. Own more public shell corporations today than anyone else in America. So we take companies, there's 2 ways to get public. One is to merge with an existing public company like Coca-Cola buys you and gives you stock. Second way is an IPO. And so that first way with Coca-Cola is what we really do. But we work with Coca-Colas that have gone out of business. We go out there and buy them up, speak in China, do primarily projects in China, all over the world. The last 5 years we've been focused on China because that's the hottest and most explosive market in the world. And so Nextfit approached me about 5 years ago and said, what do you think about this concept? At that time it was literally a concept. The founder and the co-founder of the company, I'd done 3 projects with our CEO, Terry Sun. And her partner came up with this idea in the gym. He was working out with his personal trainer. His personal trainer, unbeknownst to him at the time, had created these placards and put them on some fitness equipment around the gym. And it was instructions on how to use a piece of equipment. And so he goes in, starts working out that day, and the guy goes, what do you think of these new, his name was Mike Young, what do you think of, and he's one of the trainers in the system, by the way, what do you think of these little placards? And he goes, this is the stupidest idea I've ever seen. I gotta go into my locker and get my glasses, and I'm sweating on my glasses, and I'm coming out here and I'm trying to read this thing, and it's a terrible idea to have a placard that gives you instruction on a piece of equipment, because most people can't read it. And so he goes, well, what's your idea then, smarty pants? And he didn't say smarty pants. And what would you do? Well, let me think on that for a little bit. So the next day, the next week, he comes back and says, okay, what if we did this? Everybody in this gym is walking around with an iPod. How many of you own an iPod? I mean, basically 2/3 to 3/4 of you, if not all. So everybody is listening, right, MP3 player, iPod, they're listening to it while they're in the gym, they're walking around with this product. So what if we take a personal trainer and we put this personal trainer on that device with customized exercise audio, customized for you, by you, to accomplish your fitness goals? And so the trainer said, yeah, sounds like a great idea. Where do we start? So they started this company literally 5 years ago and approached me for the first time and said, what do you think about this concept? Because I'm a gym rat and have worked out my whole life. My personal trainer, he's been with me in my last 3 companies. So as an investment banker, he's there. Plus, as we get involved in companies and building, he's there too, because I want him there. I want that guy there in my life, kicking my butt. At the same time, we get in ruts. We get in ruts even with my personal trainer. So I looked at the concept, said I can't wait to use it in beta, bring it back. It took them 2 years to get the product to beta. And so this is literally 3 years ago, this month, in December actually. They brought the product back to me and said, okay, try it out, it's in beta, we want you to test it and see what you think. And so, tested the product, loved it, said, Mom was a All-American athlete, collegiate athlete, what do you think? So she goes and uses the product and she says, I love it. I set it up for her, set it up on her computer. And the I love it conversation turned into, will you come back to Park City to help me download my second workout? So I went, oh boy, with an iPod, we've got a technology problem. So the company was going along with the iPod, trying to overcome that technology challenge. The product was fairly clunky, couldn't do it. So at a point, about a year ago, year and a half ago, they said, we've got to now, it's not working in its current format. We've got to go to a platform where people can plug and play. Mom can use it. So they came out with this product in beta, once again. Got the product to Mom, said, what do you think, Mom? She said, I get it, it works, I can use it, I can plug it in anywhere, I can get my next workout. And so that was when I got excited about this company and said, okay, I want to play a role in the company. So as an investment banker, took them public, helped them raise capital. We bought that old company. They were looking to sell it. They were talking to some other direct sales companies out there. One in particular is Noni. They had a letter of intent with Noni. And they were headed down that path to sell this technology in this company. Well, at the time, I had 360 workouts in with this exercise system. So I've been working out roughly 2 years, every other day. My bike and do some other stuff. And so I went, okay, I love the product. I'm passionate about fitness. I've always been about helping people in business. Mentor entrepreneurs at Westminster College, you know, taking 60 or 70 companies public in my career. I've seen about everything that's possible in the world to happen in business. So, know how to raise capital and get companies off and get them started down the right path. So, I said, yes, I'm in. Took this company public. We signed a letter of intent on January the 16th of last year. We went public on March the 6th of last year. And we launched this technology product in beta on April the 6th. On April the 6th, when we launched, all of a sudden I'd been out meeting with my investor groups, and I had 500 people in my organization that had signed up on paper, a stack of apps about like this, and I'd never done network marketing or direct sales. So I was like, okay, this product resonates with the masses. Everybody gets it. So, as part of that process, said, okay, I'm going to get involved and play a significant role. Took them public, remained on as interim president. So today I'm the interim president. Why? Because I want to help the world in selling this product and getting America moving.